They've built a billion-dollar empire together, survived infidelity that would have destroyed most marriages, and transformed their personal pain into art that changed culture itself. Jay-Z and Beyoncé aren't just music's most powerful couple. They've created the blueprint for modern conscious partnerships. What I've discovered after analyzing their 20-year relationship journey reveals something far deeper than celebrity power or wealth accumulation. They've mastered an ancient alchemy process that transforms relationship wounds into spiritual evolution, a pattern that appears in only 7% of long-term partnerships, according to relationship psychologists, but accounts for the most profound or transformative unions in history. Have you ever witnessed a relationship that transcends mere partnerships to become a force of culture transformation? A union so powerful it doesn't just withstand challenges, but alchemizes them into art, growth, and legacy. Think about your own relationships for a moment. Have they transformed you or merely accompanied you through life? The relationship between Jay-Z and Beyoncé represents one of the most profound examples of conscious partnerships in modern culture. Beyond the billions in wealth, beyond the musical masterpieces, beyond Beyoncé, beyond the carefully created public image lies something far more compelling, a spiritual journey of two souls navigating the highs of success and the depths of betrayal to forge something truly extraordinary. What fascinates me most about their union isn't just their combined creative genius or business acumen, but how they've transformed personal wounds into universal medicine through their art. Their relationship offers us a masterclass in resilience, reinvention, and the sacred dance between masculine and feminine energies in the modern age. Lessons we can all apply to our own partnerships, regardless of our fame or fortune. By the way, I've launched a 24-hour live stream, a relationship live stream on my channel. So if you enjoy the analysis where I connect spiritual relationship patterns with psychological research, you'll find a variety of similar content streaming continuously. So the link is in the description bar if you want to check it out anytime. So their journey together reveals three profound truths about conscious partnerships that contradict conventional wisdom. Truths you might recognize in your own relationship history. First, their complementary energies demonstrate what relationship psychologists call polarity dynamics. The principles that the strongest partnerships aren't built on similarity, but on balanced opposition. Jay-Z's strategic masculine energy perfectly balances Beyoncé's intuitive feminine force, creating a relationship voltage that powers their extraordinary manifestation abilities. Consider your own relationships. Do you seek someone just like you, or someone who complements your strengths and balances your weaknesses? Second, their navigation of infidelity reveals the counterintuitive truth that relationships crisis can become initiation portals. When Lemonade and 444 transformed their private pain into public art, they demonstrated the ancient alchemy principle of transmuting lead into gold, a process that appears throughout history's most transformative partnerships. Think about the challenges in your own relationships. Did they break you apart or forge something stronger through the fire of difficulty? Third, their evolution from wealth accumulation to social impact illustrates what spiritual teachers call the transcendent purpose, a phase of partnership, the highest expression of relationship as a vehicle for collective evolution rather than just personal satisfaction. Does your relationship exist solely for your happiness, or does it serve something greater than yourself? If you find value in these deeper perspectives on human connection, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Your engagement helps this content reach others seeking just to kind of understand the science behind our shared experiences. At the essence of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship represents the powerful union of complementary energies, a modern manifestation of ancient spiritual principles about masculine and feminine forces in perfect balance. So Jay-Z embodies the quintessential masculine journey, rising from Brooklyn's Marcy projects to become not just a rapper, but a business mogul worth billions. His path reflects the masculine principle of external conquest, strategic expansion, and the warrior's journey from struggle to triumph. From selling CDs from his car to creating Rock Nation and becoming hip-hop's first billionaire, his story exemplifies directed, linear achievement. Beyoncé represents the divine feminine in its most powerful expression, the meticulous perfectionist who channels intuition, creativity, and emotional intelligence into her art and business ventures. Her evolution from girl group member to cultural icon illustrates the feminine principles of internal mastery and transformational power. Her approach to creation, intuitive and deeply connected to emotional truth, perfectly complements Jay-Z's strategic approach. Look at your own relationship. Do you and your partner bring different but complementary energies to the table? Research shows that partnerships with balanced masculine and feminine energies, regardless of gender, create a powerful creative tension that fuels growth and manifestation. This isn't about traditional gender roles, but about the universal energetic principles that create dynamic balance. Today, or together, they've created what spiritual traditions call sacred union, not just a marriage or business partnership, but a conscious joining of complementary energies that generate something greater than either could create alone. Their combined creative and business ventures demonstrate how balanced masculine and feminine principles can create extraordinary manifestation power. So this balance extends beyond gender roles. It's about the harmonization of different but complementary approaches to life, creativity, and purpose. Their relationship reminds us that our most powerful partnerships aren't about finding our duplicate, but our energetic complement. Ask yourself, does your relationship create something greater than what you could achieve alone? Or does it merely combine two similar people? What makes their polarity dynamic particularly noteworthy is how they've maintained this balance through dynamic or dramatic shifts in their individual power and success. When they met in 2000, Jay-Z was unquestionably the more established star. As Beyoncé's solo career exploded, the relationship adapted to her rise in power without diminishing his contribution, a delicate recalibration that many power couples fall or fail to navigate successfully. How do you and your partner handle shifts in success, status, or achievement? The most transformative aspect of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship was their public navigation of infidelity, a journey that transcended personal drama to become a universal story of wounding, accountability, and conscious healing. When Beyoncé released Lemonade in 2016, she transformed private betrayal into public art, creating not just an album, but a visual and spiritual exploration of feminine rage, resilience, and ultimately forgiveness. This wasn't just artistic expression, it was spiritually it was spiritual alchemy, transmuting personal pain into universal medicine. The album's journey through rage, grief, and eventual reconciliation mirrors ancient feminine initiation journeys found across spiritual traditions. We also have Jay-Z's response with 444 complemented or completed this alchemy process, offering a rare example of masculine accountability, vulnerability, and genuine evolution. His public acknowledgement of wrongdoing represented something rarely seen in celebrity culture, a man taking full responsibility without excuses or deflection. On the title track, his admissions demonstrated a level of self-reflection that transforms personal failure into evolutionary catalysts. Just think about the betrayals in your own life, whether in romantic relationships or elsewhere. Did you see or did you use them as an excuse to close your heart, or as initiations into deeper understanding? Psychological research shows that our response to betrayal determines whether it becomes a trauma that diminishes us or a catalyst that transforms us. The choice is always ours. What's most remarkable about their journey through infidelity wasn't just that they stay together, but how they transformed this potential breaking point into a catalyst for deeper consciousness. Their relationship demonstrates a profound spiritual truth. Our greatest wounds can become our most powerful teachers if we approach them with courage and consciousness. This pattern of transforming betrayal into growth represents an initiation journey found in many spiritual traditions, the descendant into darkness that precedes the emergence into great light and understanding. Their public navigation of this process offers a blueprint for conscious healing in relationships. Have you allowed your relationship challenges to initiate you into greater wisdom, or have you merely survived them? The cultural impact of this transformation extended far beyond their personal lives. By creating art from their struggle rather than simply issuing press statements or hiding from the public eye, they evaluated relationship crisis from tabloid to spiritual teaching, inviting millions to consider how their own relationship challenges might serve as catalysts for deeper consciousness. What story are you telling yourself about your relationship challenges? Is it a victim narrative or a hero's journey? Beyond their personal journey, Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship represents something even more profound: the conscious breakthrough and healing of generational patterns around family, fidelity, and partnership. Jay-Z has spoken openly about his father's abandonment and how it shaped his understanding of manhood and relationships. His decisions to remain in his marriage, face his shadows, and become a present father to his children represents the conscious breaking of ancestral patterns of abandonment and emotional unavailability. Beyoncé's journey parallels this healing, as she's referenced her own family's complex history with fidelity issues. Her decision to work through betrayal rather than end the marriage represents a conscious choice to transform rather than repeat generational patterns around relationship trauma. We all carry ancestral patterns in our relationship. Have you identified yours? Research shows that relationship patterns can be passed down through generations through both modeling and genetic expression. The first step in breaking these patterns is becoming conscious of them, something Jay-Z and Beyoncé have done publicly through their art. Together, they embody what spiritual teachers call lineage healing, the conscious work of identifying, confronting, and transforming inherited patterns that have shaped family systems for generations. Their commitment to creating a different experience for their children represents one of the most powerful aspects of their union. This generational healing extends beyond their immediate family to influence culture itself. It publicly or bi-publicly navigating these challenges with consciousness and creativity. They've created new possibilities for how we understand partnership, accountability, and growth in the modern age. How might your own relationship healing impact not just your life, but future generations? What makes their approach to generational healing particularly noteworthy is their refusal to perpetrate the silence that often surrounds family trauma. By addressing these patterns directly in their art and interviews, they've normalized the conversation around healing inherited wounds, giving others impression or permission to examine their own family patterns with similar courage and consciousness. What family patterns are you perpetrating through silence, and which are you transforming through conscious awareness? The most recent evolution in Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship has been their shift from accumulating personal success to embracing collective purpose, a transformation that reflects the highest spiritual understanding of partnership as a vehicle for service. Early in their relationship, they combined ambition focused primarily on building individual empires and a shared fortune. While impressive, this phase represented a more conventional understanding of success and partnership. Their early collaborations celebrated their romantic connection and mutual rise to the top. What we've witnessed in recent years is their evolution towards using their platform, wealth, and influence for larger social impact. From Beyoncé's increasingly political art addressing racial justice to Jay-Z's criminal justice reform work through the Reform Alliance, or through the Reform Alliance and investment. Make sure I get that correct, in Black business. Their partnership has also expanded from personal achievements to collective evolution. Consider your own relationship's purpose. Does it exist solely for your happiness and security, or does it serve something greater? Research shows that relationships with shared purpose beyond themselves report significantly higher satisfaction and longevity. What mission might your partnership serve in the world? This shift mirrors a spiritual principle. It's found across traditions that the highest expression of partnership isn't just mutual support or shared success, but combined service to something greater than ourselves. The evolution from power couple to cultural leader with purpose represents the natural progression of conscious partnership. What makes this aspect of their relationship so compelling is how they've maintained their individual voices and purpose while creating a unified impact. They've demonstrated, or they demonstrate, how true partnership doesn't require the dissolution of individual identity, but rather creates a third entity, the relationship itself, that can serve a unique purpose in the world. How might your relationship become its own entity with its own purpose, beyond just the combination of two individuals? Their 2018 joint album and tour symbolized this evolution perfectly, a celebration not just of their reconciliation, but of their shared commitment to cultural leadership and social impact. The album themes moved beyond their personal relationship to address broader issues of Black excellence, wealth building, and cultural legacy, demonstrating how their partnership had evolved from personal to purposeful. What legacy might your relationship create beyond your personal happiness? Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship offers us far more than celebrity fascination. It provides a profound case study in conscious partnership, spiritual evolution through challenge, and the alchemy power of transforming wounds into wisdom. Their journey reminds us that our most significant relationships aren't just about happiness or compatibility, but about growth, purpose, and the courage to face our shadows together. The power of their union lies not in its perfection, but in its willingness to transform, evolve, and serve something greater than themselves. As we reflect on their relationship, I'd invite you to consider your own perspectives or your own partnerships through this lens of conscious evolutions. How might your relationship serve not just your personal happiness, but your spiritual growth? How can you perform or transform your challenges into catalysts for deeper connection and purpose? What ancient wisdoms might you be embodying in your modern partnerships without even realizing it? If this explanation resonated with you, please hit that like and subscribe to join our community of conscious explorers. Share your thoughts in the comments below about how Jay-Z and Beyoncé's journey reflects patterns you've observed in your own relationships or in other public relationships. Until next time, remember that our most powerful relationships aren't just those without challenges, but those that transform challenges into opportunities for growth, healing, and service. Like always, stay beautiful, stay connected, and stay conscious in the field.